Toon, author of the book Get Your Game Face On. I have a question for you. How did they do it? How do the best tennis players at any level perform their best under pressure? Is this something anyone can learn to do? Those are questions that have really driven me throughout my career. Because for me, I was a player, had really pretty classic strokes, but I choked on the court. And it was so frustrating because no one really knew how to help me. Luckily, along my path, I ran into and got to work with Dr. Jim Loehr, who I consider to be one of the founding fathers of applied sports psychology in tennis. And he wanted to know, during one of his studies, he wanted to know what separates, let's say, the top 50 players in the world from the next crop. And he went about studying it intensively. And it was difficult because everybody at that level looked good hitting the ball. What really became the difference, and what was sort of the aha moment for him, was when he started to notice what the best players do in that 25 seconds in between points. And he discovered that they're very consistent and they're very routine with what they do, whereas the lesser or lower ranked players were not as consistent. We took Dr. Loehr's model when I was a coach at Cal. Coach Jan Brogan and I took his model and we used it with our singles players and then later adapted it to doubles, and we had tremendous success. His model was the one little missing piece that brought us multiple NC2A championships. And what I'd like to share with you today is what I consider to be the number one sort of key cornerstone piece to this whole game face routine. And I call it reaction control. So if you think about it for a moment, think about yourself on the court, see yourself in your mind's eye, and what do you do? What do you look like? What do you sound like the moment the point ends? If you could think about it, describe for me those first 1 to 3 seconds. What are you doing with your body? What are you thinking? The best players in the world are very disciplined, very consistent with what they do. A lot of times when I ask this question to league players, they'll say, well, I'm not really sure, or it depends on whether or not I won the point. And yet the highest ranked players, the best players I work with, never say it depends. They always know exactly what they do, what they look like, and they're very consistent with it. So the best players keep their game face on no matter what. They maintain that tall, confident posture no matter what just happened in the point previously. And for you to take your game to the next level, you really need to manage your reaction on the court and know how to keep your game face on no matter what. So in the world of tennis, we have this sort of classic reaction routine that most of the great players use. So if you think about it for a moment, the point's over, you'll see the top players at every level kind of turn their back to the net, take their racket out of their dominant hand, right, to keep the racket head up, maintain that tall, confident posture as they begin to walk toward the backcourt. Right? It's a trained, ritualistic response. And it's a simple yet very powerful routine. One that you need to make sure that you train for. And training for it doesn't just mean practicing it in matches, but practicing at practice, practicing it whether you're doing drills or you're on the ball machine. No matter what, the moment the point ends or the ball is dead, you really work on maintaining that tall, confident posture no matter what. And in that time, what you've eliminated, what we no longer want to see, are any signs of dejection or anger. It's tall, confident posture. The second piece that's really important to train is what you say to yourself, either in your head or out loud. And what you'll see the best players at every level do is it's either like, come on, or right back, or next one, or here we go. Something, again, that helps them maintain that tall, confident posture, helps them keep their game face on. So again, from now on, every time you walk onto the court, that's what you're practicing. The moment the ball stops, you're maintaining that tall, confident posture no matter what. So what I've shared with you today is just the first step in the game face routine, reaction control. There's actually 4 R's in the game face routine. So if you'd like to discover what the other 3 are, just go ahead and enter your name down below, and we will send you the PDF of the explanation of all the 4 R's. So I want to wish you the best of luck, and remember, always keep your game face on.